You work hard, you go for extra miles, you save every single penny, and you wonder, why my life is miserable? It has always been a topic that why the rich are getting richer and why the poor are getting poorer. I think at the end of the day, it all boils down to only one reason. Poor people, they try to save every single penny and they are not willing to invest into something that could potentially get them more money, get them more resource, and get them more successful. It is like a dead cycle, right? Those people who are poor, they try very hard to save every single penny. And because of that, they don't have the resource that they need. And it was because of the resource they don't have it, they try to save every single penny again. And then the cycle repeats. So what we are supposed to do is not really focusing on how we save every single penny, but instead, how do we focus on spending our money? What are the 3 things that you should be spending your money on? Number 1, health. Now you see, there's always been a saying that the second half of your life is greatly depends on how you invest in your health when you are young. Now I'm going to share you a story. When I just graduated out of the university, one of my best friends who successfully got a job offer in Abu Dhabi as a process engineer. And he was offered like a huge salary. Bear in mind, he is just a fresh graduate, just like me, okay? I was only getting a few thousand and he was getting 5 figure. That's a lot. But what he doesn't realize is that the moment he accepts the offer, the nightmare began. Yes, it is a good salary, it has a good compensations, but it's all doesn't matter when the health is affected. Now, when he was working in Abu Dhabi, he has to work up to 12 hours a day, and that's long. And he has to deal with those carcinogenic material. To put it simple, it is a substance that could cause cancer. And he was working over there for the 3-4 years, and I thought everything is okay. But then I realized there's like no information, no contact from him. So I felt a little bit weird. So I went on and texted him, hey, buddy, is everything okay? How's your life in Abu Dhabi? So while I thought everything is fine, it's not that good because he has been diagnosed with the first stage of cancer. He lost his job. He has to spend thousands and thousands on medical bills. And out of a sudden, everything that he has got in the past disappeared. Now, the lesson I want to share with you here is that if you have a great health, it doesn't really matter whether you are having a great wealth or not, because eventually you are going to earn that. If you have a great health today, you might or might not have everything. But the moment you don't have a great health, it is guaranteed you are going to have nothing. Now, the second place that you should be spending your money on is to create a side business. Now, I know most of you who are watching this video, you are probably working on a job, you're working on a 9-to-5, or you are just getting out from the college or university and just about to step into the society. We all know that by working on just a job itself, it's not going to give you a great fortune unless you are at the C-suite level in those multinational companies. That's a different story. But let's be real. Most of you guys who are watching this video, chances are you are not at that level yet. For those you have been following me for quite some time, you know that I am working as an engineer, but at the same time, I'm running my own business together with my wife, and I'm working on some side hustles as well. So over the time, I have been asked a lot, like, how do I manage my time and how do I really take care of all these roles? So in this video, I'm not going to talk about it because I have explained it in the other video, which I will put as link somewhere here. The most common excuses that I heard is that they don't have the time, they don't have the money, they don't have the resource. They say that all these are exactly what is holding them back from creating a side business. But I want you to think about it for a second. You said after finishing a job, you are tired. And of course, by sticking on a job, you don't have a lot of money and you don't have a resource and you don't have a network and so on. So isn't all this the reason you are supposed to create a side business? Now, instead of spending the money on those luxury goods, luxury bags and shoes and all these things, allocate a certain budget out from your salary and start creating your side business. And I guarantee you the process is going to be hard, but it is going to be worth it the moment you make it. With the technology, the AI, the resource that you could easily get from the internet itself, the entry barrier to start a business is getting lower and lower. Almost everyone can just create an online business out of nowhere. You see, on a daily basis, there are so many people who spend tons and tons of hours just by consuming social media like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and so on. And there are so many people spend thousands and thousands of money simply by just buying something from the Facebook Live. Instead of you being one of the buyer, what if you could turn the table around and you become the seller? How much more money are you going to make? And how much more difference is your life going to be? And the third place that you should be spending your money on is to invest in yourself. Now, I cannot stress how important it is to invest in yourself. Warren Buffett once said, invest in yourself is the best thing that you can do. Now, if you realize this, those very successful people like Bill Gates, Elon Musk, even though they are so successful, they are still constantly learning and improving on themselves every single day. Why? Because they know they can get some benefit out of it. If you are very interested in video shooting, then just get a little bit money set aside from your salary, all right? Invest in some course and just get a mentor who can really walk you through the journey and guide you along. And by the way, I shot a video specifically to explain about how you can manage your money like a millionaire. Link is up there, go and watch it. Now, of course, you might say, why do I need to get a mentor? Why do I need to invest my money to get a course? Of course, you can do it on your own, but you are going to spend a lot of time making mistakes and going through the school of hard knock. Get a good mentor is going to help you in accelerating the entire process. Over the time, I realized that the best thing about getting a mentor is that you can get to avoid all the mistakes that they have made in the past. All right, you don't have to go through the mistake again and again and again. It's going to cost you a lot of time, and most importantly, it's going to cost you a lot of money. I understand for some of you, investing in a course or investing in getting a mentor is going to be very costly for you. So if you don't want to spend the money yet, at least start reading a book. Make that a habit, and 3 years down the road, I guarantee you are going to see a different you. To wrap this up, what you spend your money on today is going to decide what your future is tomorrow. And until then, let's spend your money wisely. Bye-bye.